Okay, hello everyone. Is it too loud? No, it's okay. Please, it's okay. Okay, so my name is Bartek Rutkowski, and I work for Phoenix Labs, a research and development company that's focused on contributions to Spark protocol and MakerDAO. And I'm here to walk you through some latest changes in the MakerDAO ecosystem related to the Endgame and newly born Spark. So, first of all, first I'm going to mention that, of course, all the opinions are my personal. So yeah, the agenda. First, I'm going to say a little bit about the Endgame, then I'm going to introduce you to Spark, and then, just like, why would you care? I will just tell you why would you care about that. So first, MakerDAO Endgame. Everyone is familiar with what MakerDAO is. Just please raise your hand so I'm not doing the introduction to Maker. Okay, majority, but still. So MakerDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization behind one of the largest stablecoins out there in the space, DAI, which is actually third largest at the moment, and the largest decentralized one with over $3.8 billion in capitalization, so quite large. And such a big DAO is usually pretty slow. And the biggest DAO, one of the biggest DAOs, can actually be very slow and clunky. And it might be very hard to do anything constructive within such an organization. So, following an old rule, Maker decided to divide and conquer. Divide and conquer, so extract most of the logic out of the main organization. MakerDAO now introduced a set of sub-DAOs, so the Maker core is only going to be responsible for systematic risk, strategic decision making, and all the largest, highest level decisions, but all of the daily business and decisions related to technology or other things are going to be delegated to one of the sub-DAOs. The sub-DAOs that are going to be there are facilitator sub-DAOs, which I'm not going to focus that much about, but they're going to work on organizing internal mechanisms of Maker and help facilitate all the process. And then allocators DAO, which are going to be directly responsible for generating DAI and creating utility for the stablecoin. And also, there are going to be so-called mini-DAOs, which are going to be sub-DAOs of sub-DAOs. So these are probably going to be under the allocator DAOs. So what is Spark? Spark actually consists of three main parts: Spark Lend, Spark SDAI, and Spark Conduits. Spark Lend is a lending protocol that, similarly to other lending protocols like Compound or Aave, lets you deposit the collateral and then draw some debt. Spark Lend is integrated directly with Maker, so whenever you are borrowing DAI, you are actually minting new DAI using your collateral that is in the protocol. So that ensures stable yield, which is unlikely to happen in other similar protocols where the interest rates are always dependent on the utilization and ever-changing conditions of the ecosystem. Here, the interest rate is stable and equal to the base rate of the Maker core. At the same time, on the other front, there is, so first just wanted to do a shout out to Spark that is growing quite rapidly, because in just a few months of its existence, it passed over $400 million in TVL and equaled $200 million in drawn debt in DAI. And on the second end, there is the SDAI, which is the wrapper around the DSR DAI savings rate. So the module of MakerDAO that absorbs excess DAI and accrues additional value on the DAI, which is sourced from the fees paid by the DAI borrowed from other sources. And Spark Conduits, which is the key component and the most interesting one that I'm gonna talk the most about. So the conduit is the secret sauce of Sparkland, and what makes it so special and what allows it to be integrated so tightly with MakerDAO and draw that directly from its source. It's an adapter that can be attached to virtually anything within DeFi and remove the necessity to find lenders or external liquidity and just mint DAI basically at any time. And that's the SparkDAO, these three products. And SparkDAO is one of the Maker sub-DAOs, sub-DAO 2. So why is it important and why does it actually make sense and is interesting? So of course, Sparkland and Spark SDAI are very cool products, and I highly recommend for you to check them out. Either if you are looking for debt to draw in DeFi, or you want to look for a place to deposit your stablecoins. Actually, Vaults.fy of course features DSR as well and SDAI. But the Spark conduits is the thing that I'm the most excited about, and that's what is interesting for builders. So as we all know, stablecoins are the lifeblood of DeFi, and everyone needs stablecoins. In most protocols run or work around some sort of stablecoin, and liquidity is the key, and bootstrapping new project is usually rather hard. And of course, protocols with lots of liquidity are efficient, can attract attention, can attract more users, and basically there's this kind of spiral that just enhances itself. While if the liquidity is low, then there's no incentive for new users to join, and basically the protocol is stuck. So high liquidity at the very beginning is super important. So it might be the case that you have an idea for a project, for a protocol, for whatever, that has a unique business model, that has features that users need, but for any reason it needs a stablecoin. You want to mint a stablecoin. Well, it's going to be a tough way. Creating a new stablecoin, of course, is going to be a great adventure, but it's not going to be the easiest one. And for sure, you're going to struggle with demand, with maintaining the peg, with providing liquidity. All these problems are ahead of you, maybe worth fighting for, but maybe there's a solution. For just a small price of Maker Core base fee, you can accept DAI as your Lord and Savior, and instead of creating your own stablecoin, you can build a conduit and draw that directly from Maker. On the other hand, if you have the unique business model and you have the value and you have the features that users need, but you just struggle to find the lenders, not because of the projects itself, but I mean there can be a set of characteristics that on one hand will make a protocol make sense, but it might not be super attractive to users. For example, lockup times or any other things that will make it hard to attract lenders. Then don't do this. There is no point. This is not sustainable and will not ever make any protocol successful in the long term. Instead, go to Maker. Maker is not about hype. Maker is not about narrative. It's not about incentives. It's not about coolest tweets. It's about solid business model. And if your protocol can create a revenue stream and pay the base rate, then it finds its home within the Maker ecosystem. And yeah, so that might be the place for your protocol. So the Maker Core, as I mentioned, allocators DAOs, there are going to be 4 allocators DAOs that will draw debt directly from Maker Core, and then through conduits will allocate this debt to any type of opportunity within DeFi space. Today it's Sparkland and real world assets hidden deep in the Maker Core, but it might be anything that you can come up with. And that's why we want you to build a conduit, and we want you to come up with the new ways to utilize DAI and use its power. And yeah, I truly believe that conduits are the future ultimate devices of growth of DeFi protocols, as they provide you with instant liquidity and actually virtually unlimited amount of DAI at your fingertips. You can check out the conduit documentation and code actually here. So I'm just gonna pause for like 5 seconds for someone to scan if they want to, and say one more sentence so there's a little more time, and that's it. So thank you very much for your time. If anyone has any questions, shoot.
You're great. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.